Now from WMAR-2 News, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
The winter weather is something I'm certain that most of you are kind of over talking about. And you may have thought that, we've been getting a lot of snow lately, but want to kind of put this into perspective here. So far this year at BWI, we picked up just over 9 inches of snow. Just for frame of reference, the 30-year average is over 15.5 inches. So we are below where we should be, and we're not the only location. Check out Reagan Airport. Just shy of 5 inches, should be over 12. Big time difference there, 7.5 inches below the average. And then at Dulles, the place that normally would have the most accumulation by now, they're sitting at nearly 11 inches, but they should be over 16. So we are all a little bit behind. So the snow system that is starting to move into our area, definitely not one that is going to push us outside of where we should be. Here you can see some of those snow showers starting to build in a portion of West Virginia and Western Maryland. This is all associated with that second system that is currently bringing snow across portions of the Mid-South. That's going to trek to the north and east as we head into the day tomorrow, and that is going to be our weather maker. That's going to bring snow in starting at around 3 to 4 o'clock. You can see that energy starting to lift through our region. It's only going to increase not only in coverage, but also intensity through the 9 o'clock hour. And we do think that we're going to have 1 or 2 bands that's going to be heavier than the regular precip. So that means we could see some rates in isolated locations falling 1 to 2 inches per hour. So we definitely want this to move out fast. As we head into the afternoon, we will start to see lulls, but moisture will build back in, and the mid-levels is going to be a little bit warm. We're going to talk about above freezing here. So that means that anything that we see as we head into the afternoon and evening hours that falls will likely be sleet and freezing rain. Unfortunately, the things we kind of hate to see falling in these type of events. But starting off as liquid snow during the morning, temperatures at the upper 20s, 27 degrees here in the city. We get up to 28 degrees in the afternoon, but that's whenever we start to see that chance for that wintry mix to be a part of the equation. Temperatures barely get to freezing in the city, so that means lots of locations won't even get there. And I think the main event is tomorrow. By the time we get to Friday, we're talking limited moisture out there, isolated flurries and isolated sleet going to be possible. Temperatures climbing to the mid to upper 30s as we head into the afternoon. And then we start to see some clearing as that system pushes off towards the east and cooler air starts to build in just in time for the weekend. As far as totals, the models are starting to kind of balance out a little bit. If you were with us earlier, we saw some crazy numbers. They've actually come down a little bit and they're getting closer to our actual forecast. Here's a look at our official forecast where we're picking up 2 to 5 inches across most of the state. That's going to include the I-95 corridor. We do think there's going to be lesser totals south and east because it's going to be warmer in the mid-levels. So they're going to see sleet and then the potential for freezing rain there and liquid rain. And then once you get towards the north and west, that's where we could pick up to 8 inches of snow at some of the higher elevations here. As far as ice is concerned, we're talking about minimal impacts across the northern tier states, less than 1/10 of an inch. But we're going to be watching south and east of the I-95 corridor because that's where we're going to have the potential to pick up to 1/4 of an inch of ice, and that could do some damage, of course, not only trees, but that could cause some isolated power outages. So we'll be concerned for that. It all clears out, and Saturday is cold and breezy. Temperatures getting into the upper 30s for your Sunday, and then we're watching another system. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to bring a chance for some wintry mix as we head back to work on Monday. It clears out, and we have some decent weather here. 48 above average, sunny, up to 51 degrees by next Wednesday.